Hello and welcome to the Author Services Holiday Open House. I'm John Goodwin.
And I'm Emily Goodwin, and we're going to be your hosts this evening. We are so delighted that we could have everybody here with us. I'm sorry that we couldn't be in person, but if we were in person, then we wouldn't have all of you here with us. So, maybe next year.
That will definitely work when it happens. But we want to take advantage of our virtual events so that we have not only our performers, but our guests from all over the United States and the UK and South Africa and Australia. And we'll find out also, you can put your little comments in the chat if you're from anywhere else as well. We'd love to see where everybody's from attending this event tonight. But feel free to make comments in the chat. We'll respond to them as we can and let the celebrities and performers know what you thought of their song or their skit, as you see it. We will also periodically put links in there because the actors will be doing skits from their favorite stories. And so we're putting in the link to that story. So you say, oh, I got to get that. Click that link and there you go. A straight shot to be able to get that book or audiobook. Now at the end, we're going to open up so that everyone can wish everyone a happy holiday, happy new year. And we will basically with that, sit tight.
And enjoy the show.
So let's get this party started.
All right, so we're going to start off with Victoria Summer. A lot of you know her amazing voice. She's performed many times at the L. Ron Hubbard Theatre. She couldn't be with us here this evening, but she put a gorgeous medley of Christmas songs together for you. And here we go.
Hello to you all. My name's Victoria Summer, and here is my Christmas medley for all my special friends at Author Services. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a meatloaf and some mistletoe will help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be of good cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all, with those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call. It's the most happiest season of all. Rocking around the Christmas tree at the Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can't see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around the Christmas tree, let the Christmas spirit ring. May well have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells swing and jingle bells ring. Snowing and blowing up bushels of fun. Now the jingle hop has begun. Jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Jingle bells chime in jingle bell time. Dancing and prancing in Jingle Bell Square. In the frosty air, what a bright time, it's the right to rock the night away. Jingle bell time, it's a swell time to go riding in a one-horse sleigh. Giddy up, jingle horse, pick up your feet. Jingle around the clock. Mix and a mingle at the jingling feet. That's the Jingle Bell Rock. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm rearing like a merry-go-round. Run, run, Rudolph, Santa's gonna make it to town. Santa, make him hurry, tell him he can take the freeway down. Run, run, Rudolph, I'm reeling like a merry-go-round. Your cheeks are nice and rosy and comfy and cozy are we. We're snuggled up together like two birds of a feather would be. We'll take the road before us and sing a chorus or two. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. Merry Christmas to you all, and a very happy New Year.
Woo-hoo. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you so very much, Victoria. Now, we have someone who's been performing with us since the very get-go of the L. Ron Hubbard Theatre. Jeff Pomerantz is a voice that many of you recognize, and he did a special section from a story called Dangerous Dimension. Are you here, Jeff?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Hello, Jeff. Hello, Kelly.
Hi.
Care say a few words.
Well, you know, I've been a professional actor since I was a teenager, and I've worked on Broadway and with a lot of names, kind of stellar names. But what I wanted to say is that my association with ASI goes back a very, very long time. And truly, of all the places I've worked and with all the people I've worked, there's never been a group that has been more helpful and that I've been proud to work with than ASI.
Wow.
And I am always surprised, and this seems so strange, at how wonderful the stories LRH wrote actually are. I mean, I constantly, my admiration grows with every piece I read or see. So thank you for having us here.
And thank you very much. So here we go.
Gentlemen, I am Dr. Henry Mudge. I have made a most alarming discovery. Forgive me for so appearing before you, but it could not be helped. Mankind has long experienced the existence of a state of mind wherein it might be possible to follow thought. But however, the arrival of an actual transposition of person by thought alone was never attained because mankind has been searching forward instead of backward. That is, mankind has been looking for the existence of nothing in the fourth dimension instead of the existence of, I mean to say the negative dimension is not the fourth dimension, but no dimension. The existence of nothing as, I mean that when a man imagines himself elsewhere, his mind seems to really be elsewhere for the moment. The yogi takes several means of accomplishing this. Evidently long practiced in the negative dimension. Several great thinkers such as Buddha have been able to appear bodily at a distance when they weren't there, but elsewhere when they were there. The metaphysicist has attributed supernatural qualities to the phenomenon known as a pall, in which people and such appear in one room without going through a door when they were in the other room. if a man should wish to be in some other place, it is entirely possible for him to imagine himself in that place and diving back through the negative dimension to emerge out of it in that place with instantaneous rapidity. To imagine oneself a man could imagine himself any place and then be in that place. Zip! How could a man exert enough willpower to keep from imagining himself in a position of imminent destruction? Must not think any such thing. Must not.
That's great.
The hair deserved an award of its own, Jeff.
Thank
Great.
you very much.
And now we have another power couple who is maybe somewhat familiar with the stories. We have Jim and Tamra Meskimen, and I think you're both doing a piece here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're about to see?
Oh, we're going to see two scenes. One with Tamra from Spy Killer, and then mine is from
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say To the Stars, but it's the Kingslayer.
Kingslayer, yeah.
I got them a little confused, but I read the lines right.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we have been reading these stories, Jim, every single one of them very intimately, and performing these stories since we were youngsters.
Since we were too old to hold the books up
Exactly.
ourselves.
And even it was so funny because even hearing Jeff do this, because I'm very familiar with the dangerous dimension, and listening to that speech again, I always get more LRH out of it. There's always more like just good truth that shines through all of this fiction work, which I think is what makes it so popular for people and why, Friday, stop.
Get out of here.
And why it's there's such great dissemination. You know, it's just so beautiful to hear what he has to say, because it just rings so true. The things that he has to say. Yep. He's a genius. He's a genius writer, and he's a genius at using the exact right words to get the imagery across, to get the ideas across. And I know Jim and we both really, really appreciate it. He just went to put the dog away.
Well, thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much. And let's have a look.
Right.
Enjoy.
Hi there, it's Jim.
And Tamra.
We're the Meskimens, and we're big fans of LRH fiction and big fans and supporters of ASI.
We love to bring LRH's stories to life.
So we hope we can all gather soon and enjoy them in person. In the meantime, it's great to have this party. So happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Enjoy the reading.
I'm reading the role of Anne Karsten from Spy Killer. Yes, I am both Anne Karsten and Varinka. How? Hollow capsules to flatten the nose, pads to raise the cheekbones. A yellow wig hides brown hair. Pads broaden the shoulders. Heels can be high or low. A voice and accent are easily changed. I was good. I even had you fooled. You didn't know what to think when Anne Karsten asked you about Varinka, and Varinka asked you about Anne. They are both the same. I thought they would know sooner than they did, but they are so very dull, those fellows. They saw us come, I suppose, and 2 soldiers surprised me. A third caught me from behind, and I could do nothing. They took our car and missed the way. In the dark, they didn't see me remove my disguise. If Varinka were caught, that would be terrible. But Anne Karsten wouldn't be so suddenly dead. Oh, how I wanted for you to come in there. And you came so beautifully too. Even I was fooled. My job is over. I've killed Lin Wang, or seen him killed, as I said I would after he murdered my father. But I never could have, had it not been for you, Kurt. I'm free now. I'm not serving China anymore. I advised them 3 days ago that Lin Wang was a traitor. He knew I would do that. Oh, how he wanted me killed. He knew what I was as Varinka, and he knew the Japanese thought I was a spy. But there, it's all done. We're free and at peace with the world, and the Japanese will never know that Varinka is Ann Karsten.
Today, I'm reading the role of the Arbiter from LRH's The Kingslayer. But fate has a special sauce for red hair, it seems. You solved a riddle on St. Martin, which had baffled us for 18 months. We did not know that universal uranium, which we have trusted well, was at the root of that. And we are old and used diplomacy instead of the force which won the galaxy's peace throughout our youth. I shudder at the dangers you ran, for you went entirely out of hand and leaped to conclusions that you had no escape from. You settled the business handsomely, and when these gentlemen here heard what you did and how, they cheered you to the echoes. And when our Henry sent us word that you were going to attack us and why you'd made the error, they could not wait to greet you when you came. For they know we are failing, and they know we need more strength. A little while ago, they forced my hand. You were to be here 6 months to observe us and to study our network of organizations for control and the prevention of war and economic setbacks, which, you must know now, are caused by man himself, not us. But I say, they forced my hand. They read all these lengthy reports upon your entire life and heard your deeds with open mouths, and then they demanded that I do this thing that I do now. And believe me, my son, it is with pride that I can. Christopher Randolph Kellen Marshall, will you take the charge of maintaining equity in all space and forwarding the purpose and organizations of the Galactic Arbitration Council?
Well, will you? Will you? Will you take it? Will you do the job?
That
We
was
got a lot of
awesome.
people to interview.
That was awesome.
Thank-
That's great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank
It was an
you.
honor. Thank you.
Fun to do.
Okay, moving on now. We have, which I guess 2 years we can call it a classic tradition. We have R.F. Daley and Nancy Daley, who write their songs and then perform them. And so they've done another one. So welcome, Bob and Nancy.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
So you'll care to say a little bit about this song? Because this is such a beautiful song.
Oh, thank you. About less than 5 years ago, we got a grandson at Target. No, that's not. Our beautiful son and his beautiful wife gave us a grandson. His name is Basil, and he's an awesome kid. And a couple of years ago, we spent our first Christmas where he was like, completely aware and walking and stuff like that. And we realized that it was a very different experience. Being a grandfather is a very different thing than just being a father or having a, Cocker Spaniel. Wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely.
See.
Also being a grandmother.
Yeah, being a grandmother, same thing. Anyway, so this is the song that we wrote for him, and we hope you enjoy it. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm R.F. Daley,
I'm Nancy Daley.
and we are honored to be with you this evening, celebrating this beautiful Yuletide season with our dear friends at Author Services Incorporated and Galaxy Press.
Yes.
We've written a song about Christmas and our grandson, and we hope you enjoy it.
Look at that snow, lacy and delicate, whispers of white from the sky. Everything's soft, even the cars look like cream on a big pumpkin pie. Look in your eyes, they fill with wonder. My eyes are filling up too. It's all brand new, it's my first Christmas. It's my first Christmas with you.
Breathe in the air, cold and refreshing. It smells so good being outside. The crunch of my boots pulling your sled as you go on your very first ride. I hear you sigh and watch as your breath turns to clouds and your eyes open wide. It's all brand new, it's my first Christmas. It's my first Christmas with you. Every Christmas has been fine, but I took it for granted before. Then you came into my life. I feel so much more. Now we walk in, our cheeks are rosy, the room is as warm as can be. Everyone smiles, faces are happy as we gather here round the tree. There's so much love, it feels like the first time I look in your eyes and I see. It's all brand new, it's my first Christmas. It's my first Christmas. It's my first Christmas with you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Thank you so
nice.
much.
Thank
Thank
you.
So
you.
welcome, guys.
So happy to do it for you. So happy to be with you guys this evening.
We're glad to have you here, part of the family.
I know.
All right. And next up, we have Phil Proctor and Melinda Peterson, who've done also a lot of shows with us here. And first, we have a short song from Phil, and then we have a performance with both of them and a special guest. Phil, you want to say, and Melinda, you want to say anything?
Yeah, well, first I
want to hear your song first.
yeah. Yeah. But I want to say that before you hear this song,
What?
I thought of another song today, which is I'm Dreaming of a Wet Christmas. Right? So maybe I'll send you that next. Okay.
Okay.
Love you all. Enjoy.
Oh, you're going to cough, you're going to cry, you're going to sneeze. I'm telling you why. Santa Anna's coming to town. She blusters when you're sleeping, she gusts when you're awake, she blows if you've been bad or good. So be bad, what difference does it make? Oh, fly the red flag and stop at the flu. Buy lots of tissues, you're gonna... Santa Anna's coming to town. Gesundheit. And have a Merry California Christmas.
So on your behalf, we have...
Now we have a short skit from a story from you.
Yes.
Hello.
All right. Oh, there we go. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right.
This is perfect. No.
Let me just adjust it. Oh, don't adjust it. We have no control over the. Okay, go ahead. Oh, yeah. Right.
Okay. Hi, warm and happy holidays. Hope it, well, one that makes
tons of great memories. But Maliba said to me, if I were you, I'd have a cat on screen. And
all right, ladies and gentlemen.
And
all right, let me put some light on it. As some of you may know, I'm suffering from macular degeneration, but luckily I don't have any brain degeneration yet. So let me just take a second to put some light on my very clever words to introduce this brilliant piece by L. Ron Hubbard, which I've actually been able to play several parts in over the years. So here we go. This is a short excerpt from a short story about two short people and a cat. And if I were you, I'd stick around because you're going to see it shortly.
Anyone guess what that might be?
And now an excerpt from If I Were You, starring us and introducing Scotty.
Scotty McButter.
If I have to be a midget another minute, I'll use a stretcher on myself. I'm sick of it.
But why? You're a genius, Tommy. Of all the sideshows, yours and mine draws best. You know how to keep them in their seats.
Keep them? Who wants to keep them? Who wants to stand up here day after day with them packed up against this stage, rubbering and giggling and sweating and saying, ain't he cute, Joe? Ain't she the dearest thing, Martha? Why do they like us? I'll tell you why. Because we're freaks. I'm a freak, see?
Tommy, it's better to be the best midget star in the world than a failure as a big person.
It's not. I'd rather dig ditches if I could stand up and look my fellow man in the eye instead of examining his shins.
Tommy, that's senseless. No matter how hard you wish, it'll never come true. You're a midget, and a very handsome one. Plus, you're an artist.
How do I know I'm an artist? No matter how I work my act, I'll never know that. I'm cute and darling and
Tommy, if you want to leave the show...
Who's talking about leaving the show, huh? I know this business, and not all the Schmidts in the world can drive me away.
Did he do something to you lately?
Him? It's not what he does, it's what he doesn't do. There he is, the ringmaster. And do you think he'll ever notice a midget? Why, for all the brass in his voice, I could make a fool out of him in 10 minutes. Someday, I'm going to look up the boss, and I'm going to say, Mrs. Johnson, I want to be your ringmaster.
Oh, that's it again, huh, Tommy? You know that'll never be.
Why not? The ringmaster runs the show, and I'm tired of being a freak.
Tommy?
What's the matter now?
You haven't been reading those books again, have you?
What books?
Oh, don't be that way with me, Tommy. When the professor left you his trunks, he didn't like you any when the professor left you his trunks, he didn't like you any better than he ever had.
Look, let's not go into that.
He hated you, Tommy. When you used to mimic his mitt reading, I could see him watching. He didn't think it was funny.
Oh, he did leave me his trunks, didn't he?
Such a thing as vengeance after death, you know.
Sure. But I haven't seen his ghost yet.
No, I'm not talking about his ghost. I'm talking about his books. That was fine.
That was fine. I agree.
We agree. It's definitely fine.
That was fine.
All right. Thank you very much. This has been amazing. Now, also, just as a reminder, you can make your comments in the chat. So if you don't have the chat open, please do that. There's been over 100 comments so far in there. So definitely
Somebody's making comments.
Somebody's definitely making comments on there. And so also there's links to the various stories as they're being told. There's links you can actually click to it to be able to get those stories, because these are amazing stories. There's obviously a lot more too that aren't being covered in tonight's event, but definitely avail yourself of this. We got some amazing holiday specials too, which you I would be remiss not to suggest that you take advantage of them. All right, moving on. We have another actor who has done a lot of shows. He did a lot of the audiobooks, but he's performed quite a bit here also at the R.F and Hubbard Theatre. And he's got one particular story that is his namesake story, at least as far as we're concerned. So, Michael Yurchak, are you there, Michael?
I'm here.
All right. Welcome. Say a few things about what you've got going on here.
Well, first of all, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. It's so great to see everybody, Phil and Jim and Tamra and Bob. And this is what I always say about the experience of recording these things is that it was like a master class in how to do voiceover, how to act, how to be a cast member, an ensemble member, and just a good damn person. And I'm grateful for the whole thing. I really mean it. And I'll never be able to say it enough. Blackie Lee and Stub Doyle are my favorite tandem that I ever got to be part of in all the books, if I have to choose, though they were all great. And the Iron Duke is a whale of a story, and I loved it. And I also happen to love playing guitar and singing here in my little man cave studio, and I combined the two, and I hope you enjoy. Merry Christmas.
Hey everybody, Michael Yurchak here. I was in a lot of audiobooks, and I loved doing all of them. And my favorite one, I think, if I can name a favorite, was the Iron Duke. And my favorite character, probably without a doubt, was Stub Doyle. Stub Doyle was kind of the hapless sidekick to Blackie Lee, who almost drove me crazy, and don't call me sweetheart. Blackie Lee and Stub Doyle had lots of great adventures in the Iron Duke, and it was my pleasure and honor to play that character and some others in that book, along with a whole bunch of other incredibly talented people, under the great tutelage and direction of the venerable Jim Meskimen. And today I'm going to sing you a little song in the character of Stub Doyle, and it goes like this. Don't ease me in. I've been all night long coming home. Don't ease me in. I was standing on the corner waiting for Miss Brown. I turned around, sweet mama, she was right across town. So I'm walking down the street, dollar in my hand. I'm looking for a woman, sweet mama, ain't got no man. But don't ease me in. I've been all night long coming home, don't ease me in. The girl I love, she's sweet and true. And the dress she wears, sweet mama, is pink and blue. She brings me coffee, she'll bring me tea. She brings about every damn thing but that jailhouse key. Can you hear me, Blackie? Don't ease me in. I've been all night long coming home, don't ease me in. Don't ease, oh Blackie, please don't ease me in. No, I've been all night
Awesome. Thank you so much, Michael.
Yeah. It's the best Stubbs Doyle song I've ever heard. Awesome, Michael.
The only Stubbs Doyle song you've ever.
That's right. Thank you so much, Michael. So now we mentioned that we were going to have Marty Kove here. He has been in Atlanta filming, and he wanted to relay a happy holidays. He did not have time to record something. He's been shooting from morning to night the last couple episodes of Cobra Kai, but he did want to extend his happy holidays to everybody and send his greetings and hugs to everybody. And he misses everyone from the theater.
Absolutely. And our next guest, Gino Montesinos, has been very busy with work and wasn't able to record something, but he did come in for the show tonight, and I persisted to say, you got to say something at least, Gino. So Gino, please step right up and
unmute myself, right?
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Gino Montesinos from Los Angeles. How are you? There's my cousin Jason over there. It's been one of the, I came up in the theater, been at Lincoln Center, Public Theater, New York, regional theater all over the United States. And I've done a lot of theater, done a lot of film and television, etc. My favorite place where I call home is ASI. I worked there for about 10 years. You guys flew me all over the country, flew me to Mexico twice. And I'm going to shoot you a video. I forgot that I had it. I'll show it's about 45 seconds long later. I'll just shoot it to you guys. You should play it. It's a really beautiful thing. We played the Iron Duke in Spanish for 275 people in Mexico City. And my favorite ASI story was I missed my flight. And I thought I would have to sell churros for a week to get my flight back. And John very graciously just, oh, Gino, you're always late. He just had me on the next plane. It was really touching. Anyway, I can't wait till this COVID situation is over. I look forward to coming back to L. Ron Hubbard Theatre, where I've directed and acted in at least 50 stories all over the United States. I was the original director in Spanish, and I definitely want to do that as well. And anyway, so there we are. Thank you, everybody. Everybody's amazing. I'm really touched by everybody's performance. Jim started my voiceover career. I don't know if he remembers that. 18 years ago, my first show at ASI. And, I'm the voice of James Wan's monster on Malignant. I did ADR work as the monster. So, I learned from the master. So there we are. And I did about 6 or 7, I think it was 6 of the Galaxy Press, the voiceover stuff that Jim directed. And anyway, it was my honor. I'm happy to be here. And I'm gonna shoot you the thing. I'm gonna shoot it to your phone and you figure it out.
Great.
It's about 45 seconds long. It's wonderful.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, Gino.
My pleasure.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, everybody. Yeah.
Okay, great. Next now, Noelle North. Are you here, Noelle, with us?
I am.
Oh, yay! Yay!
Oh, Noelle.
So Noelle's been performing with us, and she's toured around the U.S. so many times with us, and she is in full regalia right now as the holiday elf here. So I know you actually do like cats, but in this one here, he didn't like cats. So please tell us a bit about tonight's little performance.
Well, mostly I wanted to just say I've been working with you guys since you started, Yeah. It's ASI has definitely been a family, an extended family for me. And I love them very much. I love all of you and all the wonderful people that come to the shows. And I help you with all kinds of things. Whatever's needed, I help. So
you do indeed.
I love it. I do love you guys. And I thought it'd be fun. I wanted to keep it short and sweet. And there's 2 characters in He Didn't Like Cats that were sort of interesting. I think a little interesting for this time and place as well. So I just picked a couple of the things. You'll notice I make a little change to indicate the two characters. One is a student of psychiatry and the other one is more of a spiritualist. So there you go. It's Miss Doris who starts and then Miss Bessie who ends.
It is amazing how so many people go insane I mean, one day a man is a normal, friendly husband, and the next he suddenly becomes a raging schizoid and slays his wife and himself as well. The result of what cause? I mean, one moment we are seated here, behaving normally, and the next some tiny little thing, a certain voice, a certain combination of thoughts, may throw out the balance wheel of our intellect. And we become potential inmates for asylums the rest of our lives. Well, of course, that is the tenet of modern science. But there are yet other explanations, you know. I happen to be a very advanced student of spiritualism, and it is quite likely that the insane people see and hear beings and actualities which are more than the twisted ideas of deranged intellects. If one cares to extend his study beyond mere daily conceptions, he can swiftly realize the immense probability and possibility of such. Belief in evil spirits is too persistent in history of man to be easily discounted. And it is my belief that our insane asylums house many who are, to be blunt, too psychic. Merry Christmas, stay well, and have a very happy New Year.
Thank you, Noelle. That's awesome, as usual.
It freezes on psychic. Anyway, yes, I love you all. I love you all. I hope you that have incredible holidays and an absolutely magical new year of lots of flourishing and prospering and good stuff to come. Thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Thank you,
so
Noelle.
much. Next up, we have a regular who is anything but regular, Judy Norton. An amazing voice, amazing talent, amazing actress, amazing producer, all-around talent. And are you with us here, Judy?
I am.
Yay!
There's an introduction. Thank
Yes.
you so much. As
So
so
good to
many
see
have
you.
said before me, it is always such an honor to be a part of a production at the L. Ron Hubbard Theatre, and from whether I am singing as part of the pre-show entertainment to put everybody in the mood, or the times I've had the pleasure of reading LRH's words, narrating, directing, and I think we ended up in Arizona together.
That's right, in
Lester.
Phoenix. We did that show there. That's right,
Yes,
The Toughest
we
Ranger.
did. Yeah, and I participated in some shows down in Florida, so I'd forgotten when people started talking about touring around. It's like, hey, I did that. So I can't wait for things to be back live and to have a chance to come back and be a part of something live again, whether they're in Hollywood or some other road trip that we cook up.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, I want to wish everybody a very happy holidays and a wonderful year in 2022, and may it be a wonderful year for all of us. And I have put together a little song for everybody to just bring some music and entertainment to the evening. So hope you enjoy.
We definitely did already.
Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Hang up the stocking, we may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruit cake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For we've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas now. For we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafters, and we need a little snappy, happy ever after. We need a little Christmas now.
We definitely do need a little Christmas now. And you got it kicked off there. Thank you so very much.
A pleasure. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Next now, we've got the East Coast Theatre. One thing that's very special about East Coast Theatre is that they've continued performing the LRH stories in throughout the pandemic. And they've done it through Zoom events and whatnot. So here we have Joanie Sigal. Are you here, Joanie?
Thank you,
Welcome,
John.
Joanie. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me here tonight. And I have a couple of my members who are on, so I'm super excited about that. We are almost done with our 11th year of performing the LRH stories. And we've gone up to Maine, and we've gone to Texas, and we've gone to prisons in Miami. And it's really a joy to promote LRH. I've never had a job, if you will, that I have appreciated more than promoting LRH. We have so much fun. And I want to make sure that on behalf of the theater that I wish everybody a wonderful holiday season and a happy new year. And we have a little bit of a clip. John was absolutely right. When I think our first live performance was canceled due to the pandemic, I said, how about Zoom? And Jim Bowe, who's on the call tonight, stepped up as director. And we've done, I think over 30 performances that are on our YouTube channel. So this clip is from the Auto Magic Horse. And it features myself as narrator, Jim Bowe, and Nick Koenig. Enjoy.
The Auto Magic Horse by L. Ron Hubbard, Part 1.
It ain't the principle of the thing. It's the money.
Said Gadget O'Dowd.
The day when I can build you a reasonable facsimile of Man o' War for $10,000, I'll know recession has hit.
Mike Doyle, the assistant chief of the technical division of the property department of United Pictures, slumped sadly behind his desk, looking at Gadget. Ordinarily, they were friends, but they had reached an impasse.
Gadget, we pay you $2,000 a week to be a construction genius. I mean, look at what you've done in the past. And now you're trying to balk at a lousy little old mechanical horse?
Gadget reached into the pocket of his $90 sport jacket, pulled out a $1,000 platinum cigarette case, and offered Mike one of his special-made smokes. Mike refusing, Gadget lit his own with a diamond-studded lighter. He smoked pensively. Gadget was slender, red-headed, snub-nosed, and Irish. He was trying to look frank just now, but for all that, he could not quite hide a single fact about himself. He was a man who harbored an enormous secret. He had been christened George Carlton O'Dowd, and he had enough university degrees to comfortably paper a large office. He could have been the chief of any number of vast research organizations, but instead, he was an effect specialist for United Pictures. The reason was highly classified, and it demanded money.
This budgeteering will ruin me yet. It is getting so a man can't make a dishonest dollar unless he's first cousin to the president of this company. I can't make a horse that will do what you want unless you up that budget, and that's final.
Mike Doyle got up and sat down again on the edge of his desk. He was earnest and persuasive.
Now listen, Gadget. Look, now have a heart. I can't help what these men in the upper echelon are trying to do. They give me my assignments and tell me what I'm supposed to do, and that's that. I mean, look at the spot we're in. The script says here that Miss Morris has to gallop a horse out of the middle of a burning barn, bust through the doors, and escape from Peter Butler, who's got the place ringed with his gunmen. Now, Gadget, you know doggone well that the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals ain't going to let us use no live horse. Now, this scene's got to be big, with lots of flame, and the roof caves in immediately after the stuntman gets out of there. Now, if he didn't get a chance to batter the doors down and the roof fell in and it was a live horse we were using, the SPCA would be down on us like a load of blockbusters. You just plain got to give us a decent horse. You know what happened to Diana and the devil?
No. What?
Well, that little dog they used in there that was supposed to rescue the kid out of the duck pond up and got pneumonia and died. The SPCA got ladies' aid societies all over the country to ban that picture. Must have cost us $1.5 million. Gadget, you just got to get us that horse.
That's great.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much you've been doing all throughout this pandemic, entertaining people.
Absolutely. It's been our pleasure.
Great. So next up, we have Richard Reich. And honestly, I feel like this is like getting the old band back together. Are you there, Richard?
I am here.
So good to see you.
Likewise, it's so good to see everybody here. This is like the old band back together.
Yeah,
for sure.
I've been working with you guys. I don't know how long, but the first show I did there, we didn't even have a theater. We did it in the garage, and we put black drapes around in the garage, and that was our theater at the time. I've also done tours around the country. I've done bookstores. We used to go to bookstores and read LRH stories. And it's just been a wonderful years. And it's been great. I'm getting a little verklempt thinking about it, especially seeing all the people on here that I've worked with and people who are my friends for years. I mean, Maliba was like 3 when I started here. Anyway, so when John asked me to pick a story, it's like picking your favorite child, being that, you know, I've done so many stories over the years. So I wanted to pick something that said Christmas. So I'm doing a piece called The Death Flyer. And thank you, Tamra. And it has nothing to do with Christmas, but I figure why not enjoy a ride with a bunch of dead people to enjoy the lives that we do have today. So this is a little excerpt from The Death Flyer. This is an excerpt from The Death Flyer by L. Ron Hubbard. Lost deep in the ebb and tangle and echoing against the starless, sullen sky, the owl's dismal chatter came like the rattle in a dying man's throat. Jim Bellamy paused on the ties, the beat of his heart surging through his throat. The hoot of an owl meant that someone would die. He forced a smile to his lips at that and shrugged, setting off again through the ancient and decayed tracks. He had been a fool to start back this late. He had not particularly enjoyed this job of surveying, but in these days a civil engineer had to take what he could get, even though it meant the tangles and swamps and insects of northern Maine. He had overstayed himself, checking over his measurements. He had sent his crew back to their isolated lumber camp, but if anything happened to him that he could not return, they would merely assume that he had chosen to spend the night in the open. And an inner self or outer self kept telling him that something would happen, that this night was not like other nights. A vibration of unrest was in the air. He stumbled along the tracks he could not see and blessed them and cursed them in one breath. This railroad had been deserted for about 10 years. A train had gone through a bridge into a swollen stream, and the road had never been able to rebuild for lack of funds and interest on the part of shippers who remembered the incident. It was a shame for all this work to go to waste this way. Rails and ties were still there, all in place. The owl gave his death rattle again. Jim Bellamy quickened his pace. Suddenly he tripped. His stomach felt light. He heard a growing roar reverberate through the trees. When he tried to get up, he was blinded by a yellow eye which grew larger and larger with the noise. He rolled to one side, but he could not get off the tracks. Something was holding his shirt, pinning him down, and the yellow eye stabbed straight through him and held him horror-stricken to the ties. Good God, it was a train, and he was in its path. He shut his eyes tightly. The roar shook the earth, and through it he seemed to hear the call of the owl which had foretold his death. A shrill screech bit through the roar, and then the thunder died to a hiss. Jim Bellamy sat up. Somehow he was no longer on the track, but beside it. A mountain of rust-eaten steel reared up before him. Flame licked out and illuminated a cab. A shadowy face peered down. "You all right, stranger?" said the engineer. Sure, I'm all right." "Well then, why the hell don't you get aboard? You think I've got all night?" And Jim Bellamy did get aboard the Death Flyer. And oh, what a night it was. But to finish the story, you're going to have to read The Death Flyer by L. Ron Hubbard or listen to the audiobook. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you, Richard. That was awesome. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Such a great Christmas story.
All right. So now we have a newcomer to our family. Some of you maybe already know Valerie Fahren. Are you there, Valerie? Do we have Valerie here?
Hello.
There we go. Hello.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Hi, everyone. Oh my God, I'm so honored to be here. I'm just loving this. This is so amazing. This show is amazing. Everyone is chock full of talent. It's really, really, really wonderful. And I want to wish you all a very happy holiday season and a fantastic 2022. It's going to be great. So my song that I'm going to sing is, did you want to say something, John? I'm sorry.
No,
We're listening.
We're listening.
Okay, so the song that I'm singing for you tonight, it's a very special song to me because it reminds me of the magic of childhood and at Christmas and Santa coming, and it's freezing cold out in the snow and the carolers singing, and it's just, I hope that it brings some of that magic to you, and it brings me that magic every year. And yeah, that's what I wanted to say. And thanks again, and great to see everybody. Great to see you guys.
Awesome.
Great. Thank you, Valerie.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost
dripping at your nose. Yuletide carols being sung by a choir and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh. And every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase for kids from 1 to 92. Oh, though it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and you. Merry Christmas.
Lovely, Valerie.
Awesome,
Thank you so very much.
Thank
you. Thank you. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Awesome. That's so nice.
Thank
All right.
So now we've got a late breaking news. We got Gino. He sent this clip. We're hoping to be able to do it. It's a 45-second clip of a show he did of a Spanish production of one of the stories from the Golden Age. And if we're all set, Jason, let's give this a shot here. So this is Gino Montesinos with a little clip they did. I think this was done, is either in Mexico or one of our shows we did here at our theater.
This is in Mexico City, the Iron Duke, Michael's favorite. And that's when I missed my plane and you bailed me out.
Este lugar y nos hayas puesto en la suite real y hayas conseguido algo de ropa, pero hay un límite, ¿eh? Incluso para tu suerte. Pueden poner en peligro todas nuestras vidas.
Escucho y obedezco.
Ella había... Nunca antes supe que fueras valiente, Felipe.
Valiente no, es solo que no puedo ser descortés.
¡Podrías haberte apresurado, tonto!
Es que tenía que saber con seguridad que se trataba de él, señor.
¡Por aquí, güey!
¡Elecciones! ¡Háblanos acerca de las elecciones!
¡Hércules, la voluntad de la gente! Blackie.
Awesome.
Yeah, there were 250 people in the audience, and I directed and did 9 voices in about 3 or 4 different accents in Spanish. It was awesome. It was so awesome.
Really awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you for finding that clip and sending it to us.
Yeah,
You're very welcome.
All right, so here we go.
Okay, so now they are not with us tonight, but they did record and send something in. They also toured with us all over the place. That's Ryann London Wil Seabrook. And they're doing Will has a short song, and then we have a clip that they did from when Gilhooly was in flower.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop looking like a shorthorn. Jigsaw Gilhooly. Sometimes I think you're a fool, and other times I am certain of it.
Ma'am?
Why don't you be a man? I mean, why do you have to sit and moon about some crazy problem when you rode 15 miles to see me?
That's right.
What's right?
I did ride 15 miles to see it.
Yeah, I feel like throwing this book of Ivanhoe at you.
Now you're mad? I didn't mean to do anything. What's wrong?
The trouble with you, Jigs Gilhooly, is that you aren't romantic.
Me?
You.
But what do you mean, romantic?
Like, I don't know, Brian Dubois Gilbert or Ivanhoe or...
Like who? Nobody by them names has a spread around here.
Of course they haven't. Their outfits were over in England and France and places.
Foreigners.
Foreigners or not, Jigs Gilhooly, if you ever expect me to pay any attention to any offer you might have to make, you'll have to mend your ways, and that's final.
You mean be romantic? But gee, Marianne, I don't know anything about it.
When you've read this, you can come and see me again. But not until you've read it.
Yes, ma'am.
Great. Great. I love he smelled the book.
Yeah. All right. So now, to conclude tonight's performance with the Jive Aces, all the way from the UK, they made this recording just for tonight's show, and they couldn't be here because for them right now, they're 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. So they wished us all, well, actually, you can hear what they wish because we're going to play now the Jive Aces.
Hello to all our good friends at the R.F and Hubbard Theatre. Wishing you a very happy Christmas from here in the UK. We look forward to seeing you again and enjoying many more amazing LRH fiction performances together. open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, that fields we go, swinging all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to dig a sleighing sound tonight. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. O'er the fields we go, swinging all the way. Bells on bobtails ring, making spirits bright. Oh, what fun it is to dig a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open, one-horse open sleigh. Merry Christmas and happy holidays.
All right. That was awesome. Hope you guys had as much fun. Well wishes to everybody else on this event. We got people from, like I said, all over the world on this one.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
SI. Thank you very much.
And thank you all very much for attending. It's
Merry
been great
Christmas,
seeing
everyone.
you.
Merry Christmas here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
And happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Everybody on Facebook Live, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Love to all of you.
Ukraine.
Stay safe, all.
Merry Christmas from Indianapolis.